Time for a little Inspector Theater. Can I come in? Come on in, Mr. Fire. The door's open for you.
Thank you. You always make me feel so warm and welcome.
Crack me up. I never get tired of that joke. Okay. Now, I'm sorry for any subscribers to my videos. I know you've heard that one before, but this door, what we're trying to do is we're trying to compartmentalize the garage from the attic space, and the attic space from the living space, and the living space from the garage. And we want to separate all these things because ultimately we're always trying to protect the living space. It's a hollow core door. Fire will blow right through that. You should have a spring that closes that. I took my spring off, I get that. Carrying groceries in, it was a nuisance. I made an educated decision to do a foolish thing. In fact, I even put a cat door in mine because I don't like litter boxes in the house. But it's not my house. It's not my house. This door's supposed to have a spring on it, and it's supposed to be fire rated. It is neither one of those things, but that's not why we're here. Okay. Got a little bit of damage. It's been painted over right in here on the garage, the north side of the wall. Kind of resembles, I don't know, I can't tell, only resembles termite damage. This is the door going into the water heater, and this plate right here is broken. So there's that. The floor's been painted, so I can't see any cracks. The floor's been painted, so I can't see any drill holes from termite treatment. Now, I can't call that previous termite damage. It just doesn't look enough like it. Yesterday, I had a lot more confidence in one. It was a lot more obvious, but that's not today. This is the lawn sprinkler control. We've got issues right here. We've got a rain receiver, okay, but we do not have a rain sensor. I can't find the sensor. Maybe there's a sensor around here somewhere. Maybe I'll change my mind, but I haven't changed my mind yet. I haven't found it yet. I'm afraid that it probably left when the new roof came in. It's probably. I'm getting 5 zones. 5 zones all in the front yard. And this is the way you do it. I found it off. I'm leaving it off. There's a manual station. Hit 1, for example. Hit run. Yay. But we're turning it off. Zones should have been labeled. It is on GFCI, though. This is the only GFCI in the garage. Alright. This loose receptacle outlet here. It's not on GFCI, and it is loose. Okay, this receptacle outlet here, no GFCI. No GFCI there, no GFCI there. You ready for the main show? All right, here we go. This is the way I test the safety reverse. That's the way I test them. The optic sensors are not supposed to be do no harm. Block tests are important. Block tests are important. I got instructions how to do a block test baked into your report. But I do no harm. It's a business decision that I made on the inspection agreement that I sent out beforehand. I mentioned that I do not block test garage doors, and optic sensor is not supposed to be farther from the garage floor than 6 inches, and it certainly is. Certainly is higher than 6 inches. These control wires, they're supposed to be held onto the wall with insulated staples, and they're certainly not. We do have a pull handle on the inside of the door. That's a good thing. But what we do not have is we do not have spring tension notices on each corner of the first panel. The manual door lock has not been decommissioned. All right, so you can close the door, and then see there's a spring tension sticker right there. And there's a safety notice right there. There's a spring tension notice right there. This is supposed to be on the bottom panel. That's, you know what? I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough. I'm just going to let that ride. I'm going to let that roll. So we've got that and that and that. So that you can close this door, lock it, and then come home tired, forget about it, hit your remote control, and the door gets yanked all out of position because you had the manual door lock. I like to think I'm better than that, but time will tell. Same thing with my door. Time will tell. Educated decisions to do foolish things. We've got a safety pull handle. We do not have a protective lens cover for our courtesy lights, and this receptacle outlet is not GFCI protected. And we got a little bit of cracking on the garage ceiling right up here. We put a pull down ladder in here this, you know, and no telling what kind of door they had before, because obviously they've done repairs. So no telling what kind of stress was happening before all this was replaced. And so this cracking, I'm not seeing this as a necessarily a bad major thing. I think it's more of a typical thing. So what do we learn? Oh, we're not through. Do you think I have ADA? All right, so this warning notice, which is a good thing. We have it on this door. We're also supposed to have it on the door switch. Also supposed to have it on the door switch. And this switch is not supposed to be closer to the garage floor than 5 feet. So that little hands don't get up here. So what do we learn? We learned that the switch is too low. It doesn't have a protective notice. It's not held in place with insulated staples, that it's not GFCI protected, that we do not have our protective prism cover, that the manual door lock was not decommissioned, and the optic sensors are higher than 6 inches from the floor.